BMW, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I got something I want to say, and I'm going to tell people this because you need to know this, okay? It started with an antifreeze leak. That's all it started with. Some small. Took a car out there to get fixed. They charged me $5,000. Yes, $5,000 for an antifreeze leak, which of course I had to pay because the car's there, and they tell me that's how much they charge when they fix the antifreeze leak. I mean, I don't know how to fix an antifreeze leak. Do you know how to fix an antifreeze leak? No. So I paid. And then, of course, I get my car back, drive it 20 miles back home, rides nice and smooth, all the way from Fort Walton Beach to Destin. I mean, nice ride. Week later, it starts sputtering. Why is it sputtering? Why is it sputtering? Why is it sputtering? Why is it sputtering? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because of the puddles of antifreeze that you've left from the previous repair, just sitting there by the engine bay, just sitting there, steam floating. I mean, all that type of stuff. I mean, I don't know why. But I brought the car back in because, again, I was forced to bring it back in because I don't know how to fix a sputtering problem. Do you know how to fix a sputtering problem? I don't think so. So, of course, we're forced to bring the car back in because this is what they do. And I bring it in, and this guy tells me about, maybe a week later, we're going to put a fuel pump on the car. It's going to cost you $2,000, too, to put a fuel pump on this car. So what can I do? Get the fuel pump put on there? Just like they recommended. This guy called me back after I waited 4 days, and he tells me he can't give me a loaner car because they don't have a loaner car. I'm supposed to get a loaner car, but we can't give you a loaner car. We couldn't give you a loaner car last time either, even though last time we had your car for almost like a month and a half. And every single week when I called for a loaner car, guess what? Guess what, Greg? Guess what? Guess what, Chris? Guess what? Guess what, BMW service team? You didn't have a loaner car. Back to the point at hand. So then got my car there, 2,000 for the fuel pump. Sir, that didn't work. We think you need to change all 8 fuel injectors. Oh, all 8 fuel injectors. And that's going to be $8,500 on top of the 2,000 that you already owe us for a fuel pump. What? So, yes, I told this guy to please back away. I'm talking back 5,000 feet away from my car because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just throwing parts at it. I mean, maybe this will work, that won't work. Maybe this will work, that won't work. I mean, who does that? These guys are there, unknowledgeable mechanics working on golden pieces of art like a BMW. And I mean, they're just throwing parts at it. I mean, tell me something. I told you this guy tells me he's going to put fuel injectors on my car for $8,500. And he had the nerve to tell me, I don't know if it'll work or not. Me, have you ever seen a surgeon tell a patient, oh, I think I might be cutting in the right place. I'm not sure. Stay away from 'em. What's most frustrating about this entire thing is that these guys just won't hold themselves accountable. I mean, tell me. I mean, like I said, puddles of antifreeze just sitting there by the engine bay. That was the first time you repaired the car. I mean, is that the proper procedure, guys? No, I don't think it is. And I mean, these guys know that they screwed up the first repair, which led to me having to bring the car back for a problem that never, ever happened. I didn't bring it in there for that. I didn't bring it in for a misfire. I mean, it never had a misfire. These guys end up working on something, and then, of course, they didn't put something back together right, or maybe they lose. Who knows, okay? Just be accountable. That's the main problem. If they were holding themselves accountable with honor and integrity, and then we wouldn't be sitting here now. You know, I wouldn't be getting charged 2,000 for a fuel pump when, I mean, maybe they would have put a fuel pump on, but they wouldn't be charging me because they would say, hey, we screwed up last time. It's our mistake. We're going to take care of you this time. No, no, these guys never take care of me. I mean, they just wake up and they look at each other and they find a way to agree to this high number, and then we're going to call Blair and we're going to see if he's going to pay it. But I'm not. I try to go through the proper chain of command, send an email, send a text. I mean, try to contact these people, but for some reason, I don't think they're really into the social media thing because they never, ever contact me back by email. And for the love of God, if I get one more text the next day after I try to contact you through a text about my car repair, the next day I always get this lady. She calls me bright early, 8 o'clock, and she wants to sell me a new car. She knows that I'm interested in a new car. I don't want to buy a new car. I want my car fixed. My car's already there. This is what I'm saying. There's just a discommunication going on there. I mean, something's not going all the way through the proper channels. That's the problem with this place. See, one can be subjected to any perspective, but one's got to be objective when gathering the facts. And the facts is that this place pretty much losers. They were losers then, and they're losers now. How would I want my situation resolved? I just want my car fixed. I mean, I just want those guys to pretty much fix my car. Probably not try to charge me $2,000 for something that that you put on yourself. And I mean, I don't know how in God's name somebody could have the nerve to call somebody and tell them that, well, I'm going to charge you $8,500 for a problem that might not fix your car. I tell future customers to stay far, far, far away from this place. I mean, it just seems like that maybe it's a personal problem, guys. I mean, when you boil it down, maybe the guys who work there, I mean, maybe it's some type of personal issue. Who knows? Maybe grandma didn't give them their favorite cookies when they were little. Granddad never patted them on the back and told them they were his number one guy. I mean, their wives hate them because they still use soap on a rope. I mean, their dog hates their guts because they still feed him Alpo wet. I mean, who knows? Their dog hates their guts because they still feed him Alpo wet. And their kids, people, their kids probably look at him and they look at him eye to eye with cold water running down their veins. And they tell them that they don't want to be like them. They'd rather be like the guy next door. So maybe it's a personal problem. But I would tell you, as the honest guy that I am, to never, ever take anything, not a car, not a motorcycle, not a bicycle, not a tricycle, to Fort Walton Beach BMW.